Today we're unboxing the brand new iPhone 15. As you can see, I got the box here. It's the Apple packaging that we're all familiar with, so let's get this thing opened. There we go, and there it is. The blue actually isn't as apparent as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a way deeper blue, similar to like the iPhone 12 mini that I reviewed a little while back, but this is actually way more of a subtle blue than I was expecting. I can also see immediately, like I can feel the matte finish on the back of this phone, and there's no fingerprint sticking to this at all. And I believe that they talked about the rails on the side being finished as well so that you can get fingerprints, and yep, that's the case as well. No fingerprints on the sides or on the back, so that looks really good on this phone. Well, let's put this aside for a second and check out everything else. Of course, we got the charging cable, USB-C to USB-C, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And of course, our Apple packaging. But obviously, we didn't just come to look at some packaging and accessories, so let's put this aside and reveal the screen. So immediately, the first thing that I'm noticing is that this phone feels great in the hand. Like I said, the back, it has a matte finish on it, and because of that, it feels super smooth and nice in the hand. So let's see what that screen looks like, and boom. Now we got the screen on. As you guys can see, we got the dynamic islands. We got, pretty much all the usual iPhone things that we're familiar with. The one thing that I'm noticing and that I'm really excited to actually test out is that the cameras, to me, they look a little bit bigger. They're actually coming out of the phone a little bit more than usual. So I'm excited to test them out, see what the quality is like, because I've heard that they made a lot of major improvements to them. So I didn't get a chance to watch the September event, and honestly, it didn't sound like there was going to be a lot of exciting things about this phone anyways, but that was until I heard about, of course, USB-C. Actually, do I have a cable? All right, I got a USB-C cable. Let's see. I mean, obviously it's gonna work. I don't know why I'm expecting it not to, but USB-C finally on an iPhone. I'll tell you guys, as soon as I heard that they had brought USB-C, that was just the selling point for me, because the fact that we can now use truly one cable for everything, especially now with USB-C coming to the AirPods Pro and hopefully to the rest of Apple products, honestly, what got me excited about this phone in the first place. But like I said, this is the base model, 128 gigabytes of storage. This is the blue variant. So now all that's left to do is get this phone set up. All right, so while this phone is updating, I thought I'd quickly compare it to my current daily driver, which is an iPhone 11, and immediately just feeling both of the phones. See, the matte finish, it feels good in the hands. Don't get me wrong, it does feel honestly better. The thing is that it is, I find, a little bit more slippery. Like I can feel that I need to hold this phone a little bit tighter. You know what I mean? The matte finish is a little bit more slippery than, the glass. It kind of, because it's skin on glass, you kind of have that little bit of grip, you know what I mean? Whereas this, it feels good, but it's just super smooth. That'll definitely be something that I'll have to get used to. But apart from that, the phones are very similarly sized. Obviously the cameras on the 15 are just significantly bigger. What I'm also noticing too is that the 15's Apple logo is actually a little bit more subtle than the one on the 11, so that's kind of cool to notice. But yeah, other than that, pretty much everything is like, I mean, it's an Apple phone, you know what I mean? Like these phones are all pretty much like, they're comparable in terms of like their power, their speed, their capabilities, in terms of like the comfort as well. Like this phone obviously is great, but there's really a lot to complain about with an iPhone 11, which is obviously way older, right? So that's why watching the event for me wasn't exactly the most exciting thing, right? Just because these differences in the grand scheme of life are so marginal. But that was, of course, until I heard about USB-C and the fact that we're actually getting this on this phone, because I think that that's an absolute game changer for the iPhone, for all of the products moving forward. It's better for us as the users because obviously we get a better device, but of course we get, simplicity. We get something that actually makes life easier as opposed to just these small changes. All right, so I finally got the phone fully set up and have just been messing around with it for a couple minutes. And immediately some of these first things that I'm noticing as a first impression is kind of that I really love how this phone feels. I know that I said that it is a little bit kind of more slippery because of that matte finish, which it is, don't get me wrong, but honestly it is just super comfortable in the hands. The bezels are extremely small, so this phone looks really great. And the dynamic island, even in the few minutes that I've been using it, it's kind of just been fading out into the background because you can see that it's adaptive, so it changes depending on what you've got going on. So for example, Face ID, you can see that it opens up a little bit more there. In terms of the screen, it's super bright and clear. It's actually a little bit brighter than I was expecting, so that's obviously nice to see. Overall, it's kind of like a first impression. I'm really liking this phone. They kind of nailed it with everything that has to go into this phone, and obviously if there's anything that you guys want me to test specifically, definitely let me know in the comments. But that's going to wrap it up for this unboxing. Stay tuned for all the new iPhone 15 content and be sure to subscribe.